In this video, I'm going to fill and purge air from my cooling system. Alright, it's time to fill this thing up, and I'm going to use this kit. It's a funnel with some adapters. So, I'm going to remove the radiator cap and use the yellow adapter. I think this is how this thing works, and it's got a bunch more adapters, but these are the ones that look like it works for my application. So that's just kind of loose, but it's holding on there, so that's good. There's a plunger. There's a plunger in here to stop it up. You don't want any more flow, and it just goes right down in there like that. And I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of what? This is Mopar concentrate 10-year with approximately 50% water. I'm definitely, if I miss that 50-50 mark, I'm going to put more of this stuff, but not much. Anyway, I got to mix it. Got a couple of mixing containers. So, yeah. Alright, I got it mixed. And I'm going to pull out my plug here. That's my mix. It's going in. System capacity is 2 gallons, and my observation, I think that includes the contents of the overflow tank. So here goes gallon 1. Not much to say here. This does make adding it. Ooh, whoa, too much. Get the plug, hurry up. Alright, that's what that plug's for. I got a little carried away there, so system couldn't ingest it that fast. Alright, I clean up that spill and let it go into the system. Okay, that took care of that. Now, that was gallon 1. Let me mix another gallon. And I do have 2 gallons of the concentrated antifreeze, so. Okay, so the other gallon I mixed in here. From what I poured it out. Okay. Ooh. I got the plug in there right now. So it's not flowing. Just want to get some out of here first. Do this in kind of a controlled fashion so I don't spill it like I did before. I'm just regulating the flow with that plug. Ooh, whoa, okay. It is overfilling there, and I didn't even realize it. I'm just gonna set this thing aside in the overflow tank as a holding position temporarily while I'm trying to burp this thing. So I'm just gonna, what can I actually see in there? Alright. Trying to encourage any air bubbles too. That's working. Alright, I'm just squeezing the hose on this thermostat side here between the air box and the engine to try to get any air bubbles to go up the hose and out the filler neck. And that's working. Got some more capacity in there now. I'm squeezing the hose. Oops. I'm going to do the other side too. Alright. Got that. Put some more in here. Oops. Put my apparatus back in here. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just regulating the flow with this plunger. Keep it. it's not like a super tight seal this thing has, so. Okay, so I'll put the plug back in. See if I can, if I can get some more air out of the system. Squeezing the hose again. Squeezing the hoses. So I took, out of the system, I took like, okay, good. That was a nice little burp there. Again, I'm squeezing the heater hose. I mean, the upper radiator hose in between the, so gently, don't squeeze it hard because I'll be shooting fluid out this thing. All right, that's helping. Get the other side now. Okay, let me just check that level here. That's down there. It's about halfway up the hose, halfway level in the hose. The system's got to be full, so there's absolutely no air in the system. So just takes a little time to get it, and then I'll run the engine with the heater on max for a few minutes. Yeah. Of course, I got to fill the overflow reservoir too. All right, there's still some left in this funnel, and I'm going to take the little valve out. Whoa. You know, when I did this before, I don't remember it leaking out, so I don't know if my little gasket thing is, that seals that there is not sealing properly or what. But this little yellow fitting is the only one that seemed to work with this the orange metal cap and the yellow fitting. But anyway, it's probably a whole lot less messy than it would be if I was doing it without this. So put that over, just set that over in the overflow tank. I'm going to do another inspection here to see what I got in terms of level. Yeah, it's right up at the top there where it's supposed to be. But I'm sure there's more air in the system, so it's not going to be that easy, right? Okay, are the levels up there where it's supposed to be at the very top? No air whatsoever, but again, I know I'm not done yet. So I'm going to fill up the overflow tank, and then I'm going to start the engine. So this is not a very pliable gasket here, and this is not tight fitting at all. Wait a minute, maybe it doesn't go far enough. No, as far as it'll go, it's not tight fitting at all. So I'm going to fill up the overflow tank, and then I'm going to start the engine and try to coax more air out of the system. Run it for a few minutes. All right. All right. Good. Yeah, okay. Anyway, some people say to fill it between the hot and the cold mark. I mean, I fill it to the whatever you gotta. Somebody has to fill it to whatever they think is the right level. For me, I'm going higher than that. All right, that's it. Next is to start the engine. This apparently it's color coded. I'm guessing this red cap here and goes with this red, one of the red ones, and the little gasket is not very flexible at all. It's just like another piece of plastic or rubber or something, so it's not really a fantastic piece of sealing apparatus. But then the red one goes on, and it can actually be turned to give a bit more of a tighter fit, so that's not going to leak, or not leak as much. So anyway, the funnel definitely fits down in that. So yeah, that's what I should have been doing anyway. Looks like the right way to go. All right, I'm going to start the engine, and I'm just going to put the funnel in there, cause in case when the water pressure kicks up, if anything tries to kick out of there, I don't want it like bubbling up. So I've got the plunger in there for now, and then I'm going to be peering down in there, or I'm going to be looking down in here to see if there's any level that I can level off, pour any more fluid down in there. I'm going to get ready for that. So let's get to where the action is right here. All right. Okay. Well. That is my squeaking sound. It's still here. So, all right. Well, I did change my water pump, and I still had my squeal. So I think I know what it is. I did check all the pulleys when I was in there, and all it's got 2 idler pulleys and one belt tensioner, so the 2 idlers were super smooth, and that belt tensioner, it's brand new. I mean, I changed it like a year ago or something like that, and I thought that it seemed to be kind of, I wouldn't say difficult to turn, but yeah, it was not smooth, so I'm guessing, I don't know what the culprit is. I'm guessing maybe it's that. I might have to take it to a mechanic and get them to diagnose it. Or I can't find it, let them find it, then I'll change it or have them change it. I'm not going to sweat it right now. All right. It's taking in more coolant. And more importantly is it's not leaking around the base of this thing where I have that adapter, those 2 adapter pieces. Okay, so nevertheless, I still have to bleed the system, even though I didn't solve the problem. But I'm glad I changed my water pump anyway, because the thing's got 100 and well, it's well over 100,000, and it needed changing. So. And it definitely, when I had the water pump off the car, and I still got it, of course, it was kind of rough, hard to turn. All right. I got the heat on full. Coolant temperature is, if I can get this off here, then I can bring the camera in here. All right. Got the heater on full blast. It's going to take a while to get the engine up. Check for more air pockets. Whoa. Shoot out of there like that, or what? Okay, all right, it's a few bubbles coming up there. I think I'm supposed to do that like this. Pull out the plunger in the funnel and just see if there's any air bubbles coming up. I do have my heater on. That's me just squeezing on the pipe. Get up a radiator hose. See if it's going to take any more Just trying to massage any air bubbles out of the system. And on the other side, the other one, the level's not dropping in the funnel. Okay, what's my coolant temperature is reading? That it's okay. I've got the heat on and I'm getting heat in the cabin here. So I'll rev it a little bit. Maybe that'll encourage some, that will encourage any air that's in the system to make its way to the highest point in the system, which is where that funnel is. Keep it at 2,000 RPMs. Well, I really expected it to solve the squeal, but I'm happy I changed it. I mean, I'm happy I got that on there because it's actually to change the water pump, just that for a preventive maintenance thing that's been on my to-do list for a while. So I've had that thing in my parts box along with the gasket for, I don't know, some months. So now it's on the car where it belongs. All right, little bubble came up out of there. It's percolating a little bit. That's good. That's what it's supposed to do. Get the air out of the system. That's me squeezing on the hose. That's me still. The first couple bubbles were from the engine all on its own, or I'm squeezing the other side of the thing. Definitely do not want any air pockets in here. I'm running low on juice. My camera. All right, I'm halfway. The halfway mark on temperature. I think I'm gonna go let this thing run on its own for a minute or two. Everything seems to be working okay, so. Yep. I'll check back in a minute. I'm gonna let it run for just a couple of minutes here. I'm swapping out my camera battery. All right, so that was a couple minutes. Still got the heater on full blast, and when I do that, it tends to keep the temperature down. And yeah, so anyway. Turn it off for a sec. See if the temp goes up. That's my air door actuator, one of them. I think they're all three bad. Ignore that. Okay. A symphony of air door actuators. Pretty much just have to ignore it because otherwise it'll drive you crazy. It'll drive me crazy. Yeah, temp's getting back up to the normal expected operating range. I'm going to kick it up to 2K RPM. I'm going to go ahead and have another look at the funnel. Nope, nothing. It's okay, this hose is probably going to start to get hot to touch. That's me squeezing it. Oh, and it is getting hot. That's the upper radiator hose. That thing is hot. I mean, it's not, I can still squeeze it, but not for long. I think I'm going to call that aired out. I mean, air purged, rather. I mean, I'll check it in the next few days to see if there's any more issue there, but I'm going to call that. Put this back in here. I mean, I've run it for like at least 5 minutes. All right. Oops. This goes in there. Pull the plunger. Go in there. Back in the mix tank. Yeah, good. All right. All right, out with the adapter. Oh, still got a little bit of air coming out there. Okay. Just the level right at the top where it's supposed to be. Anything else before I close it up? All right, it's going to get too hot to deal with here, so I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, that's it. Back in to look at the temp. That's typical location for when the heat is not on, idle. I mean, after the engine's been warmed up. So I'm gonna kill the engine. Yeah, good. Okay. If you liked this video or found it entertaining, or you just want to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.